Welcome back, everybody, to the HeatWave podcast. My name is Anthony Aguirre, here with my boy AP, Anthony Pasiola. Both of us are contributors to the Roundtable Sport Network, where we cover the Miami Heat. AP, how you doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing great. More Heat basketball, more Heat winning half the time since our last pod episode. How about you?
Hey, man, this season's been exciting. This season has been exciting. So
Yeah.
definitely just enjoying the ride so far.
Dude, I mean, let's start off with the happy of the Heat's last couple games. For those of you that haven't tuned into episode 2, we filmed right before the Hornets game. I think both of us were pretty confident that game was going to be close, or at least, the Hornets would put up a fight, and it was just the opposite. It was annihilation by Miami. Initial thoughts on that game, Anthony?
Well, for one, LaMelo Ball clearly frustrated. He couldn't get anything going outside of the first quarter. He finished with 20 points, but he scored 15 of those in the first quarter. So the rest of it was LaMelo playing Ghost. And then the rest of it, I mean, the Heat just got their way, man. They were scoring everywhere. Simone Fontecchio was just shooting the lights out as he's been doing so far early this season. And just everyone gets going. Jaime had a great game, I'm pretty sure. And
Yeah.
man, it was like that's a game where you see everything hitting on all cylinders, which last season the Heat barely did last season.
Yeah, it was so up and down even throughout the game last year for Miami, and now finally seeing some consistent offense. I mean, part of that credit has to go to Bam, in my opinion, because last year when it was him and Tyler playing kind of this superhero brand of basketball, he kind of stepped back in the scoring category. And now this year, it's like seeing him score 20 plus is pretty regular. He had 26 on 62% shooting in this game against Charlotte. So, I mean, really seeing him come alive on offense, and then Jaime actually getting an opportunity to play. And yeah, that's a little shot at Spo for the end of last season. Whatever was going on, I don't care about all the off the court stuff. Played the dude. He deserved to be in the rotation, and now he's showing why.
He is showing. I mean, he led the team in scoring, 28 points, and he had two threes in the game. Before that, he had none for the season. So it,
Really?
yeah, he had
Wow.
none. He had none for. He only attempted, I think, maybe one, like at least one three in the first three games of the season, and then he hit two in this game. I mean, you're clearly seeing a different confidence booster in him this season. Like clearly, he's
Oh
moving
yeah.
differently, and if it just shows what an offseason can do for a player. Just leave everything behind, and then just a new season, new opportunity. If anything, more of an opportunity for Jaime,
Yeah.
given Jimmy's departure, and now he has more room to work with, especially now as a I think we can say now as a primary six-man role.
hmm Yeah, and I'm just not looking at it. He scored those 28 points in 28 minutes, so he is being incredibly efficient this year with his scoring. I mean, he put up 5 assists in that time too, so he's impacting what feels like probably every play in that game when he's on the floor. So I think that all goes back to what you were saying last time, Anthony, about him picking up that leadership role and kind of wanting to act as a veteran in a young guy's body, so to speak. This is only his third season, but clearly that just has given him another level of confidence to go out there. Maybe now that he's not playing alongside or behind Jimmy Butler, that could be having a real effect on his game.
Yeah, third season, but he is 24 years old, a bit more on the
Mhm.
older side compared to most young
True.
players. But I mean, if anything, that was one of the reasons why he impacts winning faster than most young players. He's older, he's more mature,
Mhm.
and he knows his role, so he's not trying to do too much. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Pell Larson, 17 points, a career high. Of course, still very young, sophomore year. 17 points, three pointers, five rebounds, three assists, a steal. Clearly, obviously he's not going to start when Norman and Tyler come back,
Mhm.
but at least you're getting great production out of him, especially in, a pretty like a role that he's not bound to see so much this season.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking advantage of his opportunity is the best way I can describe his game, because that's he's unfortunately just never going to get that time, like you said, with Norman and Tyler on the floor. But I keep looking at this guy's stat lines and I keep coming up with disappointment. Nikola Jovic, what's going
Yeah.
on? You got that extension and 10 points, 6 assists, or 6 rebounds, excuse me. I mean, he was efficient, but I don't think you just signed an extension to be a starter and play 22 minutes and score 10 points, in my opinion.
Well, let's look at it like this, because I understand where you're coming from. There obviously is pressure on Jovic to take another
Mhm.
step this season. But for one, as Jokic, the height he provides, yes, it's there, but he's not a good rebounder. So we can't really
True.
rely on him to get 6 rebounds a game as much as we want to, as much as Spo might want to. So
Yeah.
obviously, Bam and Khalil is your best option, especially defensively. Also, keep in mind, like this offense is so different because last season it was more stagnant. There were definitely more ISOs in last year compared to
Yeah.
this year. I don't think I've seen an ISO once this season outside of maybe Bam a few moments. But Jovic is just not gonna get those looks where if he just operates, he'll get to shoot it. I don't think he get
Mhm.
I don't think he gets that green light like he did last season. It's just I understand you
True.
want him to score more. There's definitely more responsibilities on him for sure with that new contract. But I think you have to look at the bigger picture, which is okay, new offense, a lot of movement going around, obviously faster pace. It's not always going to be on Jovic to score. If anything, some nights he'll have to facilitate. Some nights it may be just defense. I think his role will be determined on the matchup because I mean,
Mm,
he
yeah.
could have started. He could have started, but I think he's better as a reserve role.
Yeah. That's fair. Honestly, it's always tough for me when they give a guy a new contract because you always just expect or hope for them to take that next step. But
Yeah.
maybe, he's taking that step a little more laterally and contributing in different areas. I don't know if you saw it the other day, but there was a video I saw on Twitter of I think it was the Amazon Prime crew was with Bam and Norman Powell, like breaking down the Heat's offense. Did you see
Yeah.
that? Yeah, that
I didn't see the fullest of it, but go ahead though.
uh-huh. I mean, you hit spot on in terms of the offense being so much less ISO like oriented because it was interesting. Bam said, the way they have the offense set up is you have that opportunity to ISO right off the bat with the guy spread and two guys in the corner. I encourage everyone watching to go watch that clip because I'm not going to be able to do it justice. But I mean, it was so interesting to see how much Spo is taking away that option of hero ball, not Tyler hero ball, no pun intended there, but just that idea of, pass first on the offense, not score yourself. So it was a great clip. I encourage everyone to go watch that.
Yeah, I mean, this offense, even in past years, like Eric Spoelstra runs a system where everyone can really thrive and
Mhm.
impact winning. But this season, because of how fast it is, and again, the ball movement has been there, it gives literally everybody a shot to just go out there and impact winning.
Yeah.
So it could be anybody's night on a given night. I mean, Andrew Wiggins against the Hornets, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists,
Yeah.
3 steals, a block. Clearly his best game so far this season. I believe he's
Oh,
still
yeah,
adjusting to everything.
absolutely.
So it was great to see him get out of his early funk.
Yeah, I mean, Bam might be the captain and like the leader of this team, but I wouldn't say he's like the clear number one offensive option. Like you're spot on. It could be anybody's night, including guys that like a guy like Hame or who knows, we might see Pele Larson explode one of these nights if Norman and Tyler aren't playing.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. There's so many guys that can do so much. Davion Mitchell, I mean, even though he's been playing more of a
Mhm.
facilitator and point guard, like who knows? Maybe he might go for 20 and 10.
Sure. Exactly. Like it's such an unpredictable offense, which I feel like it makes it so much tougher to prepare for this team. You don't know who you need to go out and guard and focus on that night until the third quarter comes around, and then you have to adjust at halftime to whoever's hot. And I think that's really playing to Spo's advantage and will continue to.
Yeah, and Simone Fontecchio has been just crazy to start this season. I mean, I did
What
a
an
I did a
addition.
I did a recent piece on him, and this is his best start to a season, and just the way he's been utilized, the way he's been producing. I mean, the fact that there were reports that he were considering waiving him. I mean, I love Haywood Highsmith. I still miss him, but
Mm.
it's pretty good that they kept Fontecchio on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, that's paying off nightly. He's just been a consistent contributor, just night in and night out.
Offensively and defensively, which is something that how
Oh,
we had an issue with
absolutely.
Robinson in recent years. But either way, man, at least we're
Oof.
getting it's paying off on both sides of the court.
Mhm. Absolutely.
We can
I
look
wanna
now.
transit
Yeah,
You wanna
I was gonna
go to the
say
game we were terrified of? Anthony and I were talking off the air a little bit about how scared we were to go play Victor Wembanyama, and, he it wasn't as scary as we thought it would be, I would say. I mean, that's my initial reaction to the game, but what do
mhm.
you think?
Like you said, there were moments that defensively they look good on Wembanyama. They got a few stops on him. They were disruptive. It was that second half that really he took off. Had a few moments, a few controversial goaltends, according to Udonis Haslam and everybody else. But I mean, what are you gonna do against that guy? I mean, that dude can reach the side of the backboard easily without shoes.
Mhm.
So, 27 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 5 blocks. What do you do against that? I do not know, and God bless every other coach who has to figure it out.
I Someone needs to crack the code of how this guy gets under 5 blocks a game. Like, he's going to win the next 10 defensive player of the years. If not, like, it's ridiculous. I want to give Bam some credit. I
Yeah,
watched a video of it was every Bam on Wemby possession from the game on both ends of the court. And I mean, poor Bam, man. Like, he was in Wemby's face on half his shot attempts that he was guarding him on. And it's just like Wemby's still just like this much above him. There's only so much Bam can do at 6'9", 6'10" against him. But I think all things considered, he did a nice job, in my opinion.
31 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block.
And a
27
poster on him. And a poster on
and a
Wemby.
poster on him. Yeah, that was wild. 27 field goal attempts, 13 3-point attempts. I think both of those are career highs. I mean, like clearly he was looking to attack. He did.
Oh yeah.
He had good moments. It's just the Spurs just had they had the momentum. They had the momentum, and they had. I mean, come on, they have the best player for the future, man.
He's You can only do so much. I love how we're giving credit to a guy like Bam and Wemby went for 27 and 18. Like, honestly, that's a bad night for Wemby at this point. So we'll live with it.
The fact that that's a bad night for Wemby,
Terrifying.
man.
Terrifying for the league.
I mean, he can be an MVP this year. Is
Yeah,
that's not crazy to say. If he keeps producing, if he keeps up these numbers and stays healthy, he has an MVP case right there.
that's absurd. And
It
this is
is,
what, third season? Like, come on, man. Like,
and he's coming
it's
off a
not
blood
even
clot
fair.
injury. Like, God bless him for being healthy and everything. Of course, we want him to stay healthy. We want him to have a great
Yeah.
career. But my goodness, like he can
Somebody
have
needs to stop him. That's all I want. I don't
an off night. Like the only guy who could probably stop him is Chet Holmgren, but even then, that's a tough ask.
Yeah, that's even for Chet, that's like that's a tall task.
It is. But I mean, not that. I mean, usually with a loss like this, it would be more life sucking for the Heat.
Mhm.
But even then, there's just more optimism because you can just tell, okay, tough loss.
This
They
is
battled.
different. Yeah, 6
Yeah,
point loss, like, Bam looked really good, Wiggins put up 24, Fontecchio, another great game with 18. Outside of that, yeah, pretty disappointing, honestly, especially Khalil Ware putting up a donut in 21
yeah,
minutes, but,
and Jovic too. He was disappointing as well.
shocker.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna be the Jovic hater, I have a feeling, until his production picks up, but I believe in him. I believe in his production to pick up.
Yeah, but even then, this game is doesn't feel like a true defeat. It was just
Yeah, it
okay.
didn't
The
feel
better team wins.
one-sided or like one team was getting dominated the whole time. It was just a tough loss. And I think you bring a guy like, I mean, obviously Norman Powell even back into the mix, and that game looks a lot different, let alone you bring Hero and Norman Powell back into the mix.
Yeah, I mean, again, it'll be interesting to see how it is when Hero comes back and
Mhm.
inserts himself into the offense. But I mean, Spo is confident, so we'll just see how it goes there. And then we're looking forward to Sunday against the Lakers. Still no LeBron. We will likely see Luca. There was some speculation that we might not see him, but he played against the Grizzlies, put up 40. I mean, oh my gosh, how do you? I mean,
Why
just
do we have to play Wemby and Luca back to back? Someone make that make sense to me. What are the
this
NBA schedulers doing?
this 4 game road trip. We first start off against Wemby, then Luca, likely Kawhi, and then the following game, and then we ended off with Jokic. I mean, talk about a road trip.
If the Heat make it out of here 2-2, that is an absolute win.
Yeah,
Absolute
I
win
can
in
give
my
you that.
books.
What would you say is the biggest thing to watch out for against the Lakers? Now, Norman is questionable, still
Okay.
with a groin injury.
Yeah, to me, it's honestly Austin Reeves. He had
Mhm.
that great game against Minnesota with Luca out, and
Yeah,
I could very well see him continuing that momentum even with Luca back in the mix. So to me, I think Spo can't get too caught up on the idea that Luca's out there. And I know that sounds crazy because this is a top 5 basketball player in the world. He's averaging 45, 11, and 7. Like, yes, obviously you need to do something about that. But don't let Austin Reeves go under the radar. He's averaging 32 points a game. You can't let that guy just torch you from the outside and you put all your attention on Luca.
my biggest thing is exploiting their defense. JJ Redick said himself, they don't have a lockdown defender. Marcus Smart, he's not the defender he once was. DeAndre Ayton
No.
is not really a shot blocker, so you shouldn't.
No.
So you definitely should not feel afraid of getting in the paint. And then everybody else, yeah, Rui's a good defender, but not when you're really scared of. So take advantage of that. I
Mhm.
mean, if they continue to play at a fast pace, which obviously they will, then they will exploit this defense without any sweat. To be honest,
Yeah. And you got to look for another big night from Bam, honestly. Like you were just saying, DeAndre Ayton is not this interior presence to be scared of. So
dominating,
Bam's got to
dominating.
attack. Bam's got to dominate. Yeah, you're right. He's got to
No,
put
no,
up another career high
you
in
remember
shot
that one?
attempts.
You know what DeAndre keeps calling himself?
Oh
Domination,
my goodness, man. All
domination,
right.
man,
Oh, dude, no, he is not dominating at all. That he does not deserve that nickname at all.
man.
Oh,
It'll be fun to see, but I will likely say that he get this one.
I think if Norman plays, the Heat come out on top. I think if Norman doesn't play, it's going to be tough to match the scoring of Reeves and Doncic. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, but again, like defensively, just those guys are
True.
not there. Also, even if Gabe Vincent plays, like he can't really try to exploit the Heat because
It's the revenge game. The Gabe Vincent revenge
yeah,
game.
but like Gabe when Gabe was here, the Heat were a bottom five paced offense.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he can't. So he doesn't know what to expect in
No,
these games.
he's not used to it at all.
So he
Yeah.
cannot offer any insight on anything. But I expect another big night out of Andrew Wiggins with or without Norman because okay, you've had a couple good games now. I think we're starting
Keep
to
it
see a
going.
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it going. And I think even then he's gotten good looks. It just hasn't fallen early, but now it has recently. So I think we can get another good night out of him.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, and also no LeBron again, so you don't gotta
That's always
worry.
a win. If you don't
Yeah,
have to play
you don't have
LeBron
to worry too
James,
much about anything else. I mean, if you shut down Luca and Austin Reeves, then okay, making the others
you're
beat
in a
you,
good spot.
yeah, you're in a good spot.
Hey, don't
So
say that. Jake LaRavia had a monster night against Minnesota. Don't let him beat you either.
yeah, no, I do like Jake LaRavia. I was low key shocked of the fact that Memphis just gave up on him, but I
Yeah.
mean, money was tight on Jaren Jackson Jr. and John Morant,
True.
who is
True.
going to face a 1-game suspension after his comments of the coaching staff. So could be some drama in Memphis. We'll see how that goes throughout the season. But man,
Yeah. I think it's as simple as Norman plays, Heat win. Norman doesn't play, Lakers win. That's gonna be my prediction heading into tomorrow.
all right, I think the Heat can win regardless. But I think it's gonna be. I think depending on who's in or who's out, will be more so. Okay, is it the offense or the defense that wins?
That's
But
fair.
I will. But I think I'll come out and guarantee a Heat win out of this one. The Heat bounce back.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. This is the HeatWave podcast. Again, this is Anthony Aguirre and Anthony Pasiola. And take care, and we'll see you next time.